What in the world did you guys suggest to me? What is this? What is this game? Hello everyone, Mr. 47 here, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. One of my subscribers, Baguette, talking to you, pal. He told me to play this game. What is this? I know I play a couple anime games here and there, but what is this? Is this appropriate? I don't know. Anyway, I've heard some really good things, surprisingly, about this, so here we are. I don't know what to expect at all. There was actually a warning in the front of the beginning of the game, and it also said that not to worry, that all the girls in this game are 18 and up. I don't know what I'm supposed to think about that. Okay, anyway, let's go. Is this like Honey Pop? It is, isn't it? I can't put numbers in? Great. I'm the Mr. 47. Mr. 47, like that. Oh God, I don't know what to expect from this. Hey, okay. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, mister. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird when I don't want them to think we're a couple. Well, I'm sorry, I read that all wrong. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. I don't know, I guess. Yeah, whatever you say, Sayori. Whatever, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. This music seems really loud. I feel like I'm fighting with the music here. Okay, as we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Hey, I'm here. Can't wait to see who your favorite girl is. What game is this, Shadowy? What do you mean who my favorite girl is? What? Is this like, it's like Honey Pop, isn't it? Is this a dating simulator game and nobody told me? People just suggested that I play this and I'm gonna look silly. It's a dating simulator, isn't it? Oh God. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, mister, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any club. Oh, it's me. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Well, that's half right. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. A NEET? In a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? So sorry, I've known you for 5 seconds. Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! God, help me. Shoot me. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. I don't know what's going on. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Theory wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with an anime club. No choice. Hello? Sayori? Theory must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. It's a dating sim. Oh god. Oh god. Why'd you guys do this to me? I look around and realize I'm only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you were just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah. Look at her face. She's like, yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. She does this a lot. Theory is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Same. It's gotta be a really specific book for me to be actually interested in literature whatsoever. But it has to be something about zombies, maybe, or something like that. Or fantasy books, like, with like dragons and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Maybe she's just really cunning, you know what I mean? I think that's believable. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I kind of probably would sell my soul for a cupcake. Ooh, or a Red Bull. I love Red Bull. Not a sponsor. I dejectedly, that's a good word. I can't even say it. Follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I don't think I'm a member. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Girl 1. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Girl 2. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Hey, Spec, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Ah, mister, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I obviously look very happy to be here. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. God. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Oh yeah, at least there's good, at least there's cupcakes. Sayori, you can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, mister. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. basically completely out of my league. Ah, this is like real school all over again. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little, you too, Monica. Come sit down, mister. We've made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got look so excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs the wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! Ooh-ah! I don't know. I think that's how you say it. Hoo-ah! All right. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Great. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one, then Monica, and I follow. Sayori says, it's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Disgusting. Disgusting. Sayori's out, if this is really a dating sim. If she talks to her mouth full, instant. Nope, cannot do. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her seeking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Did she drug my cat? Cupcake? My cat cake? My cupcat? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like oh, she didn't actually make it. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Oh, okay. I thought you technically did, Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you know, you dummy. You big dumb. All right. What is this game? What am I doing? How has my life come to this? This isn't terrible. It's not terrible. Don't get me wrong, but it's just, I've never in my life played a dating sim before. And I'm serious, okay? I am. I've never played one. Not even on my own time when I was crying and eating Cheetos, you know? Things have been hard that week. I haven't done it though, and you know, and now it just seems weird doing it in front of a lot of people. This is something people, not me, but other people do, and times by themselves, not what other people are watching. Anyway, moving on. Okay, I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Of course you haven't. Shadowy, don't call me out like that. Okay, she carefully places a teacup in front. Oh, I already said that. Okay, you keep a whole tea set in this classroom? I hope it's not hard to distinguish who's talking. I'm tempted to do voices, but they're gonna be terrible. I have a low voice, so I can't do female voices. I've tried. Look at my old West of Loathing videos, they're terrible. Okay, don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, Yuri, After all, doesn't a cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was forced here. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori, and also misled here by Baguette. one of my subscribers. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everybody. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Sayori, Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Why does Yuri always have this face? It's like undressing me. I don't understand. Okay, anyway, what kind of game is this? Then I'm surprised there isn't super inappropriate things. I hope not, because I'm gonna get demonetized, and before I'm even monetized on my channel. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Oh, it's my life. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. That's it. That's all I can do. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, mister, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I don't know, what am I saying? I spoke about thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. And what did she say? My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up when she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I can actually really relate to that. When people talk to me about things I'm passionate about, because I'm not like an overly extroverted person at all. In fact, it's starting to do this, like doing what I'm doing right now in front of you. And it's actually not been the easiest for me. It's something I've really wanted to do, but I've always felt like really stupid about it. Cause like, you know what I mean? I don't know, I just feel silly. It's weird, it's a weird thing. You know, or people are gonna judge you and things like that. And so I'm not really an extroverted person, but when someone asks me about something I'm really passionate about, like all of that fades away for me. Like I just like, if it's about music or gaming or doing this, like this channel and stuff like that, or ask me about my kids, you know what I mean? Like I instantly am like just word vomit things, you know what I mean? Which normally you couldn't really get much other conversation out of me. And sometimes I'm like that, you know? So I can actually really relate. Okay, so Yuri, but you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. I don't know. I found the thumbnail. I found the thumbnail and I just slapped me on it and then added some effects. I searched for Doki Doki thumbnails and I was gonna edit one and that's what I found. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. I'm gonna try new voices for them. Oh, why is that? Well, she just reminds me of a very brash person that's just yelling things. This one right here on the left. Natsuki, yeah, eyes dart over maybe for a split second. Never mind. maybe not that strong. We'll tone it back. Okay, Monica. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you're working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine. Here, your cupcakes are your poems. I can't do voices, guys. I apologize. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. But Sayori seems like one of those like overly cutesy type of people who like you're like, oh, she's adorable, but then other times you're like, I want to strangle her. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what the kind of person she is. Shadowy says, yeah, I'm the same way. Like shy and don't really talk much. When it comes to stuff I love, I can just talk for hours. I entirely agree. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a lot like that a lot for introverted people. You know what I mean? Which I obviously can definitely relate to. It's I don't know. I feel like a lot of introverted people don't feel like they relate to a lot of normal people. I don't know how to word that correctly. I feel like we feel like we don't relate or are weird or something. I don't know what it is. There's like some barrier between us and like extroverted people, right? The opposite of us. And like, I feel like there's like this barrier that we have, but when something comes up that we enjoy, that barrier's gone. And that's the only way I can explain that. It's hard to put it into words, but it is a feeling, you know what I mean? Because it's a feeling. Where like all those things don't matter, that shyness dissipates, and everything kind of, you don't think about any of those other things, we don't think about our walls, our shields that we have about ourselves. It's just instantly we break through those with the things that we love. It's really interesting. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? It's like turning into Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. It's like, why do you care? This is why I don't do voices on videos. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just a confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have experience writing? Oh, do you have writing experience too, Yuri? I can't do voices and I can't read. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I don't know what. She made a thing. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, mister? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's one problem. And what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Theori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Look at their faces. They're all like, you just stabbed one of them. They're like, what? All four girls stare at me back with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. I love doing the Suki's voice, but, mister, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. That's how quickly you were swayed? One by one, the girls light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. Really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then it makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks. I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Mister, I'm looking forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, I can't wait to express myself. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, mister, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Suzuki, Suzuki, Sayori. The way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, okay. Here's my thoughts. So I have a feeling he's gonna go through all the thoughts of the girls. I'm gonna tell my thoughts too while we're at it. Sayori's obnoxious. She has a good heart though, but she's obnoxious. Natsuki is basically Beavis from Beavis and Butthead in a female Asian form. Yuri, yeah, she's pretty nice. And Monica, who seems more the, so okay, we got like the silent, introverted, and then we got, I would guess more, yeah, I guess more in your, not I don't say in your face because she's not obnoxious about it, but she's more direct, seems to be like, could be like a leader type of figure. So that's interesting. They're all are obviously very, very different personalities, which is cool considering, you're just reading, you know what I mean? And literally seeing a picture of them, they're not actually voicing and showing a lot of their expressions. So it's kind of cool that you kind of get that vibe from them right from this. Why does his mind wander about Sayori when he's known her for years? Isn't that a good question? Maybe we found some little plot holes here, but yeah, I don't know. But maybe he's starting to develop feelings for Sayori in a different way, and he's like not realizing it. I don't know. It's hard to tell at this point because he hasn't really said much of anything. But he seems almost as annoyed as I am with Sayori. So, will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm pretty sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Am I gonna actually write the poem? I am I? Okay. Oh no. I wasn't prepared for this. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. These are my word choices. Boop, kawaii, pout, fluffy, and parfait. Okay, scars. Wait, Wait, what is happening? I saw one move. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna choose words. Okay, so, and then I guess it's gonna put it together. It doesn't have to necessarily be in that order, I take it. So, yeah, we're gonna give this a shot. I don't know, scars and dreams, okay. Music. These are just words I like. Whirlwind. Let's see. Dark. Dark marriage milk. Hurt. We're gonna talk about, like, it's gonna be a dark, because you know it's gonna be a dark brooding, because we're the dark brooding guy, right? Maybe. And we haven't really decided, but I think that's what we're gonna be. That's like most animes I've ever seen, which is only a few, but most of them are very like the tortured soul, type of person. So I kind of like think I'm gonna be that, Climax. I'm not explaining that one. Fear. Graveyard. Doki Doki Poetry Slam. I just got an achievement. Okay. Death. Desire. Inferno. Actually don't know what that word is. I'm gonna have to look that up. After image. I guess if I actually like put it together. I've just never seen that in like one word. Cry. Lust. This is. Can't wait to see what awfulness this writes out. Wrath. Shame. Fantasy. Anger. I love the ocean. Fireflies. I don't know. I don't know. It was like super dark brooding about death and fireflies. I lost my train of thought. Hi again, Mr. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. I almost did. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Yuri, thanks for keeping your promise, mister. Sorry, I have to keep drinking because I'm talking so much. My mouth's getting dry. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! He deserves any slack. They already told me you didn't even want to join the clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into the seat. Oh, which ocean do I love? I just love going to the ocean in general. So I live in New Hampshire, okay? On the East Coast. Just in case if you aren't from the US. So I like to go to Maine a lot because the ocean is absolutely gorgeous. It's just, for some reason, no matter where I am, if I go to the ocean, I feel at home. It's the weirdest thing for me. I always joke about that maybe like I was like a sea captain, hence the beard, in a past life. Probably not. I probably was the guy in a boat that probably died at sea or something, being stupid, like hunting a white whale or something crazy. But but for some reason, whenever I go to the ocean, it's like the most calming thing to me. There's no other calmer place on this planet to me than that. So that's why I love the ocean. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Mr. always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Theory, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? See, she's a space case. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Mr. can become good friends too. Theory. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she has put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Theory made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Right? Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Oh, that was really nice. That was actually really nice. Better than cat cupcakes. Cat cakes. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. That's such a backhanded thing to say. It's a really short read, so it'll keep your attention. As in, you're pretty stupid. Here's a short book. There's a lot of pictures in there. I hope you enjoy that. And there's a little coloring section at the end you might like. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. You know, 1 page a day, you big dummy. I look forward to hearing what you think. 1 picture at a time. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. So yeah, Monica, like, again, I don't know if they said this or not, if I missed it, but Monica definitely does seem like the leader of the group. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to see really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Well, if we come for the most fun thing ever, nobody would come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing that speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. I am too. No, me. I am too. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I don't know how to do those parts. I'm like, I don't know. I just make awful sounds into the microphone, and I'm sorry, especially if you're headphone users. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face killing my vision, filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? That'd be awesome. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in our club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Huh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. It actually looks pretty fine, but... I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Don't start. Don't do this to me. I know where this is leading. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. It doesn't come off, so I lick it. I'm waiting for it. It's coming. But no one would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Okay, whoa. Now we're just using her as a punching bag. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Baguette, if you end up watching this, just know that this stare right now is for you. For suggesting this. Theory. This is so funny. What is? Well, I'm just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have no sooner that doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori Blazer's button up like that? Oh. But it's so stuffy. Ooh, it's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. She looks fine. What is he on about? I don't know, Shadowy. I have no idea. This has just gotten to a really uncomfortable portion of the game. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Aw. Oh, that went from hentai to wholesome. Oh, I just felt it in my heart. Okay, alright, stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Mister, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same, huh? Yeah, you and me both, Sayori, because I don't even know what it says. So I'm pretty intrigued as well. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Me? Yes. I blew that poem away. You guys' poem is gonna suck in comparison to my poem. My poem is fire. I'm gonna drop beats in the background while I say my poem. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Nah. If I'm gonna play favorites, I'm gonna go with Yuri. Okay, and here's why. Because Yuri seems to more mirror my type of mindset and attitude most of the time. So like I think he would probably enjoy this absolute god-awful mess that I wrote for her or for this game apparently. So I'm gonna go with Yuri first. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri. She's like super perplexed. She's like, these are just a lot of words thrown on a paper with no thought or meaning behind them. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. Have you thought about maybe writing children's books instead? Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess I might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all it comes to practice and learning by example and trying new things. Well, I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Mitsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Just Koyama. Hey, welcome. Thank you for joining. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process. Whoops, I hit the button. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it was a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, this is called Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, and I flicker back. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. It was a good picture. Nice. I mean, a picture that presented. You know what I mean? What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, reading is hard for me. You gave me a picture book, remember? Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. You're into ghosts, Yuri? I actually thought it was a really good poem too, Shadowy. Yeah, I did too. I thought so too. It was nice. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? What is this? What is this word? Hoo-hoo? Hoo-hoo? Actually, the story isn't a ghost at all, mister. Really? Better than what we put, absolutely. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, experiences in their work. How did he get ghosts out of that? Because I thought it was more like walking into like underneath a street lamp, right? Bathing in the light of the street lamp. And like almost like thinking about the future, you know, and things like that in the past. And I don't know. That's what I took from it. I didn't really. I don't know where he got ghost from, but they usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Yeah, right. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. It makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, so I want to take this time to actually kind of say something. So admittedly, I was a little unsure is a good word about this game, or where it's leading, or what's going to be like. But I have to say that despite me having those reservations, I actually like the characters so far, for the most part. Not Sayori. I think she's obnoxious, but she's in a kind of like adorable way, so it's like kind of okay. Natsuki again is just loud, and Monica, I don't know. I don't really have any feelings on Monica yet about really anything. She just seems like a very she's a leader, but she's kind of a bland leader. You know what I mean? The typical leader type. You know, but I'm interested. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I'm actually interested now. Like, I was intrigued before, but now I'm like here being like, okay, where is this going? What's gonna happen? You know what I mean? So that's kind of interesting. I just want to do Natsuki's voice, so here we go. Okay. Well, it's about what I expect from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. Natsuki sounds like she smokes like 3 packs of cigarettes a day. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. You want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Water is wet. Sorry. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Oh. You know what? I laughed at first, felt at the end. Laughed, then felt. You know what? Still probably better what we wrote. Okay. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. But I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I said for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. And I picked up on that, so that's cool. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Oh, didn't? No, I read that so wrong. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, as long as they're 18 plus in this game, is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Just want to make sure I threw that in there. Okay, who should I throw my poem at next? Monica. We're gonna go with Monica. We're gonna save Sayori for last. Hi, mister. Having a good day, good time so far. Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, have you ever any... I can't read today. If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring these things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, mister. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sarah would like. Is that so? You and Sarah are really good friends, right? Why do you care? That's like the second time she said that. I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. I know what you're hinting at, but it's not gonna happen. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sarah and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Like, oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I talked about scars and death and stuff. Mine was pretty dark, I thought. Okay, whatever. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find that kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Awkward. Okay, Monica, okay, anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Oh, this is about my ex-girlfriend. I get it now. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Fantastic. I thought that was nice. So, what do you think? It's a very free form, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, this kind of style is getting pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that it's some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. That's incredibly true too, because like I used to take a lot of writing classes myself, and I actually wanted to be an English teacher at one point when I was in high school. And so I had to do a lot of creative writing stuff, and because I wanted to get better at it. I love writing books. I wouldn't say I wrote books, but I wrote like short stories, and my goal is still actually to write a novel one day. I just haven't ever done it. I want to though, but sometimes you have this thing, and my English teacher was a big influence on me, used to call it the editor. And it's something it's that voice in your head basically that criticizes everything that you do. And we have an editor, whether we realize it or not, literally every single day of our lives doing everything. There's always that voice inside our head or thought process that edits everything that we do and keeps track of everything and rights and wrongs and how we should have done things better and things like that. So when you're so caught up in that portion, before you know it, you're overthinking things so much that you're not doing anything. And that's exactly what she's trying to say. And like, I can entirely relate to that from a writing standpoint, also a life standpoint. When you like overly think something that you want to do, and you can oftentimes you can convince yourself out of it entirely to not even do it anymore. Even if it was something that probably had a great outcome or would have been a good positive thing for you, but you can actually overthink yourself to not do it at all. you know, and not make any progress or even start something. So like a lot of people tend to overthink things and then not even do the thing that they wanted to do, you know? So, another way to think about it is this. Oh, see, here's another example. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Monica's like, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, who should I show my poem to next? Well, it's Sayori. Whoops. Oh my goodness. This is so good, mister. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. No, seriously. Joking aside, you have to be overreacting. I'm not a very good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't either. Me, I don't either. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Mr. 47 poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Okay. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Mr. 47. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. We're gonna read Sayori's here. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's oddly cute. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Who are we to judge? Our poem sucked. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. No! Sayori's growing on me. No! Adorable. Even though you were late in school, it's bad to skip breakfast. Let's get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes lay on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
What voice is that? Sorry, I lost her voice entirely. I was like... All of a sudden, she's like,
Morty, go get my cigarettes. Okay.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Natsuki,
I guess you could say it's fancy.
she's got a New York accent now. Okay, Yuri, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute. Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I like that for her. Oh, yeah.
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess.
Like, this is how I feel Yuri does talk. She's like almost like she's trying to, she's just a very quiet person.
I was trying to say something nice.
It's like these guys are polar opposites from each other.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I was someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Siori liked it, and Mr. 47 did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
I can't keep that up. That's gonna kill my throat.
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet.
Oh! Bam! Smoked her with words. That was awesome. And Mr. 47 liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. Where'd the cute music go? Something going down right now?
I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I said. You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Mr. 47 appreciates my voice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my voice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as soon as Mr. 47 started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... It doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Mr. 47, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing, it's more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all your poems so convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out.
Yeah, listen, Natsuki, yours was literally like, cats are furry, my hair has hair, I lick, I taste. And like, it literally is like that, okay? So, stop. You have no right, okay?
Let me explain that to her, Mr. 47. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Mr. 47?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be obviously Yuri. It ain't gonna be Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait. We're gonna lay the smack down. But that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri, Huh? You're a seriously talented writer. I do agree with that. I like Yuri's poem. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well. If you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist and goes and smokes a cigarette. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm gonna go do that. Let's spare them to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I looked across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares at her desk. I gingerly approach her, sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, all right, I believe you. Thanks, Mr. 47. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I know what she's talking about. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was all right. Well, mostly.
Sorry. Mr. 47, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. What poem did I like the most? I mean, I'm biased, but Yuri's was definitely actually good. Natsuki's actually wasn't bad. I mean, it was simple, but at the end, it was simple for a reason. And so like it came around at the end, you know what I mean? You're like, oh wow, okay, you know what I mean? It kind of like all clicked why it was the way that it was. It was cool. Monica's was like very try-hard. Monica's felt try-hard to me. I don't dislike Monica, but I think that Monica's a little bland for as far as the characters go. A lot of them seem to have a lot of so far it's still the intro, but even her poem, I don't know, I just like wasn't quite entirely sure what she was getting at. Maybe it was too over my head. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna say Yuri's on that one. But I also like Sayori's. I thought it was funny. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Mr. 47, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Theory beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sarah and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Theory? Oh, what happened earlier? I'm waiting for this day to end. Once this day ends, I'm going to be saving it, and we're probably going to end the video here, but I'm not sure when that is. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I mean, kind of Natsuki, but no, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. Mr. 47,
It's nice that I can get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Suri's still in the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. There. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna say this here. Then the empty slot. There we go. Cool. This was fun. I'm seriously thankful that Baguette recommended this to me. It's very cool. I actually really do enjoy it. Character's likable. My throat is destroyed from doing Satsuki's voice. Netsuki. But that was still a blast. I really enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys want to see more. Please leave in the comments. And make sure to hit that like button. It lets me know that you guys enjoy what I do. And if you do, please subscribe. I'm Mr. 47. You guys have been amazing. Until the next video. Thank you all for watching. You guys are amazing. All of you.